basically driven my cost up to where I've had to eat it for a couple weeks before I could pass it on to the consumer.
Tonight on Newswatch, a virus kills millions of pigs in the U.S., including here in Illinois. Plus,
it's definitely scary because, I mean, what do you do when you get out of college and you're working just a minimum wage job and you have $25,000 in debt, and Eastern has one of the most affordable rates.
It's graduation time for college students. First comes the diploma, followed by lots of debt. Also tonight,
we're trading sunshine for showers. I'll have all the details coming up. This is Newswatch, and your Wednesday's edition starts right now.
At Carl, we dedicate ourselves to helping you be great. And we have the expertise and inspiration to help you stay that way.
Old Town Management of Charleston is proud to be a part of the award-winning Newswatch. Old Town offers 1, 2, and 3-bedroom apartments in various locations. Monthly payments provide water, parking, and trash. More information is available at the number on your screen.
The Fellowship Center, apartment living for low-income seniors and the disabled, offering an independent living center, monthly social activities, and transportation. The Fellowship Center, 301 Lafayette Avenue East, Mattoon.
Live, local, this is the award-winning Newswatch.
hundreds of cases of a pig virus are reported in Illinois. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Savannah Tomei.
And I'm Maggie Hockenberry. A deadly pig virus is affecting hog farming and no one knows where it came from. Officials say humans are not at risk for the disease, but it's spreading rapidly throughout Illinois and could affect how well you pay for a well-liked breakfast item.
Newswatch's Brittany Borthwick spent the day talking with butchers, and as she found out, the epidemic is not just affecting the pigs, but the sale of pork as well. She joins us now with more. Good evening, Brittany.
Good evening, Maggie, Savannah. Illinois agriculture's officials say there's a deadly virus affecting several states, but mostly Illinois. The virus is called the porcine epidemic diarrhea virus, and it kills newborn piglets. Meat shop owner Chuck Morgan says he's paying the price.
It's basically driven my cost up to where I've had to eat it for a couple weeks before I could pass it on to the consumer, so that you're going to end up paying more in the long run.
Morgan, who owns Morgan Meat Shop in Mattoon, says he hates to raise the price, but too many baby pigs are dying from the virus. Some farmers near Shelbyville say they hope the warm weather will help kill the outbreak, but agriculture specialists say it's not likely until the disease is contained. PED has killed millions of pigs across the nation, and the latest cases are showing up in Illinois. Officials say the only reason the virus hasn't gotten much attention is because hog farmers weren't required to start reporting the illness until last week. Experts still don't know where the virus came from, and I spoke with several pig farmers today who were out in the fields, and they say in the meantime they will try and isolate the infected herd as much as they can. In Coles County, I'm Brittany Borthwick, reporting for WEIU Newswatch.
The Illinois Pork Producers Association says the virus has spread throughout the state and is impacting both large and small farms. Well, it was a great day for farmers to be outside today. We had beautiful weather.
Exactly. We had temperatures get up to around 60 degrees and we saw plenty of sunshine today, but that's not going to be the case for tomorrow. If we take a look, we'll see that conditions right now, our humidity is at 27%. That means our conditions are super dry right now. So Futurecast is trying to show some precipitation coming our way, but right now we're just not seeing it. And if we take a look ahead tomorrow again, we'll see a chance for thunderstorms tomorrow, but we're going to have warmer temperatures getting up to around 69 degrees, and we're going to have winds gusting up to around 25. So tomorrow would not be the day for the farmers to be back in the field. One day is all you get.
Okay, thank you, Lacey. Well, let's hope that warm weather continues for upcoming commencement ceremonies. This spring, a diploma isn't the only thing some graduates will be walking away with. Many students will be paying off their higher education bill for many years to come.
The American Student Assistance says 12% of those who attend college borrow money to cover the cost. Newswatch's Natalie Fetter talked to Eastern Illinois University students on how they're coping with this load. She's live in the studio with more on this story. Good evening, Natalie.
Good evening, Maggie and Savannah. I talked to several students on campus today who say student loan debt is something most college seniors worry about. I talked to the university's financial aid office, who also says most Eastern students do walk away with some type of debt. Eastern student Jacob Noodleman says though this should be a moment he's proud of, it's quite scary.
Kind of worried about it because after 6 months, it's going to start accruing interest, and the unsubsidized loans are already accruing interest. So, I mean, if I don't get a job right after college or grad school or whatever, then I'm going to have a lot of troubles in that realm.
Jacob Noodleman is one of many students worried about paying off that student debt.
I still have to find a job, as quick as I can, and because that's always going to be in the back of my mind. But it's not only that, because you got, if you move out, you got to pay to live on your own, to buy your own food, and buy your own clothes, all that stuff. So I know that it is a problem, not just for me, for many seniors.
Eastern Financial Aid Supervisor Tina Leonard says on average, students leave with $27,000 in debt. Student Sean Stukel is one student fortunate enough to leave with less.
I'm fortunate enough to where my mom, before pre-college, she saved up a lot of money for me in preparation, knowing this was going to happen.
Though some are fortunate, others have debt that will continue.
Oh, you're done upon this.
I mean, within grad school, I'll have half paid back by the end of grad school. And then after that, like maybe within a few years, 3-4 years. But I mean, that's me being optimistic and hopeful. Who knows what's actually going to happen?
Students say minimizing that student debt, attending a community college first, could help.
I did take the junior college route for the first 2 years, and I know that helped a lot. And I probably would have went to junior college for all 4 years if I could have.
Several state lawmakers are trying to help alleviate debt for students. Democratic State Representative Jay Hoffman is sponsoring legislation that would hand out interest-free loans to college students. The bill would direct the Illinois Student Assistance Commission to study a pay-it-forward type loan program. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Natalie Fetter. Maggie, back to you.
Eastern Illinois University wants to jumpstart its community into renewable energy. The university will open the Center for Clean Energy Research and Education on Friday. The university says the building will be home to a research facility to find new fuels. It'll also be open to faculty and students. The new center has an idea incubator for community members to come in and get help working on their own projects and ideas. And a local university is telling all its drivers, if it has a meter, you must pay. Officials from the University of Illinois say they plan to install 150 meters at disabled parking spaces on campus. They say this comes after state lawmakers passed legislation creating a tiered system for drivers with disabled parking placards. The meters are expected to last until early May. University officials say those having difficulty accessing meters should get a doctor's note.
Former Illinois State University President Timothy Flanagan has pleaded not guilty to a disorderly conduct charge. The charge stems from an alleged altercation between Flanagan and a grounds crew worker outside of the university-owned President's residence on December 5th. Flanagan has acknowledged yelling at the employee but denies he spat on or made contact with the man. He resigned last month, days before the charge was filed. The worker, Patrick Murphy, was fired and is seeking his job back. University officials have declined to comment on Murphy's dismissal. Sales of gun silencers are booming. Officials say nearly 500,000 devices used to muffle gunfire were sold in 2013. They say silencers are so popular, there's a 9-month wait to have a registration approved by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Sound suppressors are popular with hunters because they can get off several shots without frightening the game. A Chicago attorney is asking a judge to order an investigation into hiring under Governor Pat Quinn. Michael Shackman's lawyers filed the motion in federal court this week. The filing accuses Quinn of improper political hiring in the Illinois Department of Transportation. It cites a 2013 Better Government Association report that concluded hundreds of jobs may have been wrongly filled based on clout instead of competence. A Quinn spokesman says the administration is working to resolve the issues.
A memorial in Champaign is ready to be dedicated. The Fire and Police Memorial honored those who have sacrificed their lives in the line of duty. The site contains 2 life-size bronze statues of officers as well as a flagpole. The ceremony is set for April 29th at the northeast corner of West Side Park. Since 2007, more than $100,000 has been raised by the Fire and Police Memorial Committee. And another community is honoring those who helped save lives. The Paris Community Hospital will sponsor a Twilight Walk May 12th to recognize nurses for National Nurses Week. Participants can purchase a luminary to honor a nurse of their choice. The walk starts at 6 on the Edgar County Courthouse lawn.
The Illinois Emergency Management Agency is encouraging residents to participate in the first ever National Day of Preparedness. On April 30th, the federal government will host America's Prepare-a-thon for tornadoes and floods. Emergency management officials will conduct a tornado drill for 120 employees at its 5-story Springfield workplace. Future prepare-a-thons will focus on earthquakes, hazardous materials, pandemic flu, and severe winter weather. So far, nearly 5 million people have registered to participate in the National Day of Action. Well, it was gorgeous out today, and luckily it doesn't look like we've got any severe weather on the horizon.
Just a few of those typical spring storms. Your Skywatch forecast with Lacey Clifton is coming up next.
Hooked, then guided to the shore, where Ryan Polash dragged the thrashing hammerhead onto the sand.
A lot of adrenaline running through your body. It's not easy.
Ryan had to cut the line as close to the mouth as possible so it won't cause problems when they release him. After onlookers snapped some pictures, the guys pulled the shark back into the water and he swam away. Organizers of an Iowa high jump competition brought the event to the people. They held it in a grocery store. The jumpers ran down the aisle before jumping.
You have to take in the banana peels into consideration. You have to take in pedestrians, carts, little kids. A lot of things to take into consideration and try not to kill yourself.
And what's a birthday party without cupcakes? It's Wrigley Field's 100th birthday, and to celebrate, a Chicago grocery store is giving away 10,000 cupcakes at the legendary ballpark. Workers started decorating the treats on Monday. The store will also donate $1 for every cupcake to charity. For Take a Look at This, I'm Emily Schmidt.
A beautiful day across the East Central Illinois, plenty of sunshine, and we saw temperatures in that 60-degree range. We had Decatur at 62, Charleston getting at 60, and Robinson getting up to 65. Now, we're actually going to see warmer temperatures as we head into tomorrow. We'll see our temperature trend showing that we have around 60-degree temperatures on Wednesday, but as we head into Thursday, we're getting up towards that 70-degree mark, and that's going to stick with us as we head towards the weekend. But as we start the next work week, unfortunately, our temperatures are going to be on the decrease again. Now, as we see right now, radar showing a bit of precipitation off to our west that's trying to move into our area. However, conditions at the surface are very dry, and a lot of that rain that's trying to move in is dissipating before it hits the surface. As we move out to the larger view, we'll see that that's our next system that we're expecting to move in overnight tonight into tomorrow, and that's going to bring us a chance of thunderstorms as we head into tomorrow, but the severity we'll have to wait and see for tomorrow what the conditions could potentially be with this system. We'll see Futurecast showing that low pressure system off to our west, and as it pushes towards us, we'll see that warm front is going to hit us first, and that's what's going to warm up our temperatures at the surface. And as that warm front continues to push through, we'll see that rain starting to build in behind it as we head into Thursday afternoon. That's where we're going to see our first chance of heavier rain, and as that rain starts to push through, that cold front's going to move in right behind it, and that's where we're going to see our heaviest chance of rain, and we're going to see thunderstorms possibly start to build in as that cold front pushes through. Now, that cold front is going to be very strong, bringing us gustier conditions as we go into Thursday evening, overnight Thursday into early Friday. We'll see that cold front push through. We have lingering showers behind that cold front. It's going to stick around with us as we head into early Friday morning, but those showers are going to clear out as that cold front moves out, being pushed by this high pressure cell. That high pressure is going to push in over our area as we go into Friday afternoon, and it's going to continue to clear out our skies and make for a beautiful day on Friday. Again, temperatures right around that 70-degree mark as that high pressure starts to push through. So overnight tonight, we'll see, for this evening, we'll see cloudy conditions, temperatures around 50 degrees, winds out of the southeast, 5 to 10 miles an hour. And as we move overnight, we'll see temperatures get down to around 47 degrees. Again, that chance of showers but conditions are very dry at the surface, so that's where we're going to see the showers possibly not make it to the ground, but we'll have winds out of the southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour. And as we go into tomorrow, we'll see temperatures get up to right around that 70-degree mark, but we're going to have possible thunderstorms throughout the day tomorrow and those gustier conditions. Winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, but gusting up to around 25 miles per hour. But we'll see for the rest of the week, we're getting up to around 72 on Friday with those clear skies. Again, a beautiful day on Friday. As we go into Saturday, temperatures starting to dip off just a little bit, probably the upper 60s with partly cloudy skies, just a few clouds moving in. But unfortunately, as we go towards the end of the weekend, all the way through the beginning of next week, we're looking at showers. So April showers bringing May flowers is no joke. We're going to see plenty of rain as we go into the next work week.
So if you're planting some flowers, it may be time to do it now before we get that rain coming on Sunday and Monday.
Exactly. That rain's going to really just make your flowers thrive, I tell you.
All right. Well, thank you, Lacey. And coming up, the Eastern Illinois University softball team's winning streak has come to an end. Find out who finally got the best of the Panthers on the diamond.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has been invited to the NFL Draft. See where he stacks up on the short list of players to receive this honor. Thanks for watching. Your WEIU Sports Watch report is coming up next.
After having their first game postponed earlier this season, these two I-57 rivals finally got a chance to square off on the diamond. Eastern Illinois traveled to the U of I last night for a non-conference game between the rival schools. Although their records this season are drastically different, the Panthers managed to hang around all game due to stout pitching and great defense like this diving catch in center field by Caleb Howell. Down 3-2 in the ninth now, the Panthers got two aboard as Brant Valek singles through the right side. That would be it, though, as the Panthers tried to rally, but Illini closer Tyler J. strikes out Trey Russell to end the rally and the game. 3-2 is the final as the Panthers return to action on Friday, playing at home against Belmont. First pitch is at 3. And as the Panthers baseball team continued its woes this season, Eastern softball team was stunned on their home diamond by the Butler Bulldogs. Before yesterday's doubleheader, the Panthers had ripped off 11 straight wins. After the twin bill, the Panthers found themselves on a 2-game losing streak. Yesterday's action proved how airtight softball can be as the Panthers lost the first game 1-0 and the second 6-5. The Panthers committed an error in both losses, proving very costly against Butler's potent offense. EIU now prepares for a 3-game set against Austin Peay this weekend, as it will be the final series the Panthers play at home in this regular season. Former Eastern Illinois quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo will soon be packing his bags and heading to the Radio City Music Hall. Garoppolo is one of 30 prospects invited to the NFL Draft in New York City May 8th through the 10th. The NFL typically invites those considered to go in the first round, but the league changed some of its guidelines this year, even though there is a chance that Garoppolo goes in the first. Former teammate Nick Beard says he looks forward to seeing his friend on the big stage next month.
Man, I mean, as far as numbers-wise, you know, he broke every record at Eastern, even FCS record. So, I mean, he's a humble kid, and you know, he always works hard. He always basically, he's an overachiever.
South Carolina defensive end Jadeveon Clowney, Texas A&M quarterback Johnny Manziel, and UCF quarterback Blake Bortles highlight the list of players headed to New York City for the draft. All three are top candidates that could be selected by the Houston Texans with the #1 overall pick. Today marks the 100-year anniversary of Wrigley Field as the Cubs squared off with the Diamondbacks on this historic day in one of the original sanctuaries of Major League Baseball. Dressed in the old school unis for the occasion as Chris Owings grounds to the shortstop here for the fielder's choice in the second, bringing in 1 run on the close play at first. In the 5th now, the Cubby faithful sing happy birthday to their beloved ballpark. Next inning now, where Justin Ruggiano tees off for a 2-run homer to right. 5-2 Cubs at that point, but the celebration turned sour late in the game, though, as the Diamondbacks roared back with 5 runs in the 9th to steal one from Chicago. 7-5 is the final, as the teams will wrap up the 4-game series tomorrow afternoon at Wrigley. After going down 2-0 in the series, the Chicago Blackhawks have a chance to even it up tonight against the St. Louis Blues. The series has been controversial, as many imagined, between these two conference rivals, with suspensions, overtime thrillers, and fines handed down along the way. Expect Chicago's scoring tandem of Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews to join the same line tonight, a tactic Coach Joel Quenneville has used in the past to jumpstart the Blackhawks offense. We'll see if the Hawks can even the series or if the Blues can take command of it tonight at 8:30 from Chicago. And finishing up sports tonight with some area high school boys to watch out for. The Charleston Trojans travel to St. Anthony for a non-conference game that started at 4:30 today, and the Mattoon Green Wave are at home against the Robinson High School. First pitch came at 5 today as well. Sports Watch will have a full report for both games on tomorrow's edition. That's all for sports. Savannah, Maggie, back over to you.
Thanks, Jack. Well, coming up, Lacey Clifton returns with another check of our forecast, including when we may need our umbrellas again.
But first, a heroic horse risks her own life to save her offspring. That story is coming up in tonight's Parting Story. Stay with us.
Leonardo DiCaprio is in talks to star in a new film about Steve Jobs, according to The Hollywood Reporter. The movie, written by Aaron Sorkin, is based on Walter Isaacson's best-selling biography of the late Apple co-founder. Nothing is official yet, but this kind of role would not be new for DiCaprio. He's portrayed high-profile figures in previous movies, including J. Edgar Hoover and Howard Hughes. Ellen DeGeneres has a new show on HGTV. The show is a competition series called Ellen's Design Challenge. It'll have 6 contestants who will compete against each other to design and build furniture in a 24-hour period. The show debuts sometime next year. And Aretha Franklin might sue the satirical website News Nerd. The website published a fake story claiming Patti LaBelle was arrested and charged with assault and battery after she attacked Franklin with a Mayweather-style right and left. Franklin's lawyers say it amounts to commercial exploitation, and if they do file the case, they will ask for at least $10 million in damages. For Hollywood Minute, I'm Dave Stewart.
In case you were with us at the start of Newswatch, here's another look at one of tonight's top stories. A virus that just came to the U.S. last year is killing millions of pigs, and Illinois is one of the hardest hit states. It's been blamed for recent increases in bacon and pork prices. Farmers are struggling to control it because not much is known about how the virus spreads.
As we leave you on this Wednesday, a heroic pony is recovering from burns after shielding her foal in a barn fire. Lauren Zakalik has more in tonight's Parting Story.
It's just that mother-daughter bond. It's an instinct.
If you ever question what a mother will do for her child, think of Bella and Butterscotch.
She was ready to die for her baby.
Earlier this month, the ponies, seen here healthy, were pulled from this barn that caught fire in Alvarado. When firefighters found them, Bella was blocking her then 2-week-old foal from the flames.
She actually kind of backed the baby into the corner and stood over her and shielded her from the fire and from the debris that was falling.
Thanks to those efforts, Butterscotch escaped with just minor burns. But the Humane Society's Whitney Hansen says they didn't expect Mom to make it.
Like, the only reason that she has survived and pulled through this is because she loves that baby so much and she wants to be here for the baby.
But before Bella and Butterscotch can join the rest of the horses and the ponies in the rehabilitation pasture, their road to recovery is going to be long and expensive.
Come on. Just get in on this, her back.
Twice a day,
every day,
Butterscotch and Bella are given disinfectant treatments at this stable in Decatur. You can hear just how painful it is. The care costs thousands, and because the owners surrendered the ponies,
we're reaching out to the public to see if we can raise $4,000 to help fund that care.
A miracle mother-daughter duo with a love anyone can understand. In Decatur, Lauren Zakalik, Channel 8 News.
Well, what a nice story. And today the weather was about as nice as the story. But tomorrow, rain showers, you say, and Friday, warm temperatures return?
That's exactly right. We've got showers on the way, unfortunately, but they're not going to stick around with us too long. We've got a high pressure system that's going to push that cold front right out of here by Friday. But again, tomorrow we've got chance of thunderstorms, but we're going to have warmer temperatures, a warm front pushing through before the cold front, so that will be nice. And we have a chance of some gusty winds tomorrow, getting up to around 25 miles per hour. But for the rest of the week, we're going to see again that beautiful day on Friday, temperatures around 72, just a few clouds on Saturday, around 65. But as we move into next week, that's where we're going to see rain return to the forecast. And hopefully we can take some of that out by the time we roll around Monday, but right now it's looking like we're going to have a lot of rain going towards next week.
All right, well, thank you, Lacey. And for more news and weather, head to our website. That's weiu.net.
There you'll find real-time forecast and the news video of the day.
And if news is happening in your community, let us know by dropping us an email at news@weiu.net.
Have a good night and join us again tomorrow here on the area's only local newscast on PBS.
At Carl, we dedicate ourselves to helping you be great. And we have the expertise and inspiration to help you stay that way.
Old Town Management of Charleston is proud to be a part of the award-winning News Watch. Old Town offers 1, 2, and 3-bedroom apartments in various locations. Monthly payments provide water, parking, and trash. More information is available at the number on your screen.
The Fellowship Center, apartment living for low-income seniors and the disabled, offering an independent living center, monthly social activities, and transportation. The Fellowship Center, 301 Lafayette Avenue East, Mattoon.